Good morning, everyone. I'm Jewel Crispin, and we're gonna talk about multimedia and ICT in 21st century. Our content today is what is multimedia? Benefits of multimedia. What is ICT in 21st century? Benefits of ICT in 21st century. What is multimedia? As the name implies, multimedia is the integration of multiple forms of media. It includes text, graphics, audio, video, and etc. Benefits of multimedia. Advantages of multimedia use the better interpretation of information. In today's information-driven society, the use of multimedia plays a highly significant role in conveying important message quickly and effectively by presenting information through a combination of media. Advantages of multimedia. Very effective for learning. Multimedia is a very effective way to learn. It helps the students retain the information they have learned. Media can also be used to create visuals for learning tools such as PowerPoints, presentation, website, and blogs. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Improves personal communication. Multimedia is a powerful tool that enhances personal communication. It also for better storytelling, and it gives people more control over the story. Creating multimedia content is a great way to engage with your audience and tell your story in a way they can relate to. Saves time and cost. It is important to note that multimedia learning engages more senses than other forms of training. It is ideal for people with busy lives because they can access the information on their own time rather than having to take a class. This reduces that cost that would typically be associated with traditional training methods. Disadvantages of multimedia. Limited interaction. The disadvantage of multimedia is that it's hard for users to interact with their content. People have limited ways in which they can engage with the text, image, sounds on the website. It doesn't give them the same experience that they would get from visiting a physical store. Information overload. One of the biggest problems with the multimedia is information overload. The more time a person spends on the internet, the more likely they are to feel overwhelmed by all the information available. Additionally, research has shown that people are less productive when using multimedia at the time. Consumes a lot of our time. Multimedia is a resource that can be used to create many different types of content. However, there are some drawbacks to using this technology. One of the major downsides is that multimedia consumes a lot of time. People may spend hours on their phone or computer while they could have been doing other things like exercising, spending time with a friend, and a family. What is ICT in 21st century? ICT is 21st century, an era of innovation orientation, ICT in underpinning innovation and competitiveness in public and private sector. The word among almost all disciplines by turning the wheels of the world industry towards digitizing through inculcation of technology. Benefits of ICT in 21st century. Benefits of multimedia and ICT in 21st century. ICT can affect the delivery of education and enable wider access to the same multimedia. To the same multimedia helps to make a rich and useful online content in various formats, enhance the modes of communication. Advantage of ICT in 21st century. Generation of interest. A student to expand knowledge about those subjects that interest them most. The same way they can find a more enjoyable way to learn for those others that are more tedious, tedious, tedi- tedious. Bobo ko. Motivation of the students. The students will be much more motivated when ICT tools are used in their center. It is a much more attractive method for them and much more enjoyable. It is also a support they use regularly so they are easily handled in this environment and they find it closer. Greater level of cooperation. Visual environments over tools to create forums or work groups in which students can share knowledge, social networks, blogs, dialogue, and etc. And create workspace where they interact with documents simultaneously. Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox. Also, where teachers facilitates the organization of classes, Google Classroom, and how to share content with the student. Disadvantages of multimedia. Generate greater distraction. In the world of ICT, you have so much information and alternatives that it is very easy to be distracted, thus increasing the degree of dispersion. High level of addiction. When we spoke before learning to use ICTs and to become aware of them, we referred among others to learn to control the level of addiction they generate, especially in the younger profiles. Cyberbullying or harassment through the networks. Now that's a very controversial and rapidly topical issue of the one of the greatest risks posed by ICT. The lack of physical contact with other people causes the loss of assertiveness and can lead to this type of action. Likewise, the possibility of creating false profiles and hiding the identity in networks can be cause situation of risk for people in networks. They can bully you, and they will, and you will not know who they are. Generates isolation. The abusive use of ICT generates less contact with the physical world between people, which is handicap for the growth of the person. It also entails the non-complete non-completion of other necessary activities such as sport. So that is for today's video, and thank you for listening. I'm Jimo Crispin from STEM 11 Euclid, and thank you.